Hey y'all, I'm Mia and welcome to my channel. If you guys have not read the title already, I got accepted into the dental hygiene program. I didn't want to say anything just yet because I was kind of nervous about my stat, and if I tell you guys my stats, you guys are gonna be like, girl, why are you so worried? Yeah, I was kind of nervous. I did okay on a HESI. I was more so focused on my HESI score more than anything, because I feel like standardized tests are usually weighted more when you're trying to get into, a certain school of choice. For a while now, I have been struggling to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I graduated college in 2019 with my bachelor's of science in psychology. Throughout college, I was always indecisive as to what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to be a psychiatrist or a psychologist, which is why I majored in psychology. But then when I started taking the courses, I was like, no ma'am, I am not doing this. And then I was like, maybe, because I heard about physician assistant through a friend in school, and I was like, what is that? And I was really intrigued by it. 2 years of school, you make good money, you can work with patients, which is one of the main goals I wanted to do, was work with patients and work in the medical field. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do physician assistant, because it was either a doctor or a physician assistant. And I actually bought like the books and everything to study for the MCAT, but then I just realized like that wasn't the path I wanted to be on. So I just migrated to physician assistant, and I stuck with it. So I changed my major into neuroscience. Then I got pregnant, came back to my home city, and I had to change my major back to psychology because it's a long process. It's a long story, but long story short, I had to change my major back to psychology. Graduated, and I still wanted to be PA right out the bat. Once I graduated, I got a job as a CNA. I did everything required to be a CNA. Once I got the job as a CNA, I knew immediately that being a CNA wasn't for me. I knew that I couldn't see myself being in the hospital. I don't know what I thought, but when I got there, I thought, I don't know, I had blinders on. I just thought it was all rainbows and lilies, butterflies, whatever. I didn't think of the negative. I just thought of the positive and whatever I saw on YouTube. And people don't talk about the negative. You only hear people talk about the positive of working in the hospital. I didn't like it. I didn't like the smells. I don't know, overall the smell of the hospital really got to me. I don't know, I just felt sick every time going into the hospital. But I enjoyed interacting with the patients. That wasn't bad for me. Like, I can handle angry patients. I can handle attitudes of the different spectrum, but it was just the people. I didn't like the people in the hospital. I thought that if I switched from being a CNA to PCT, it would help, but it only got worse. And I absolutely hated it. It was the people and their attitudes and how rude they were. I did a video about it, and I'll link it in the cards above. This been long and drawn out, but end all be all, accepted into the dental hygiene program. I tried to film my live reaction, and I'm gonna insert some clips, but I ended up not getting my reaction on camera. I check my emails every day, and when it popped up, I was on the phone with my sister. It came to both emails. It came to my personal email and my school email. So I automatically have the browser up. I had no idea that it was going to pop up in my email, but I was so surprised, and I was so excited, and I was relieved and kind of stressed because I really wanted to be in this program and to just, I don't know, finally do something. So I'm going to talk about like how the process was for me. Well, the application deadline was May 15th. So May that just passed. In December 2020, I started to get my application together to submit it. I don't know, honestly, they didn't have a application window. All the website said was everything had to be due by May 15th. So I ended up submitting everything by, well, I had everything ready by February, but I couldn't submit it until March 15th. I shadowed my dental hygienist at my dentist office. She was really nice about it, and she was actually pretty excited for me to shadow her, which was nice. I shadowed her for 2 days for 4 hours. And then I took the HESI December 22nd, and I was more so focused on my HESI and making sure my university classes transferred to my community college. I had to make sure that I took all the classes required or the prerequisites to get in. My school has a point system. HESI, you can get up to about 100 points. Then your grades, you can get up to 70 points. Every A you get 3 points. Every B you get 2 points. And every C you get 1 point. Anything below that doesn't count. And I did pretty well on my prerequisites. I mean, mostly A's and B's. I didn't have any C's. I made an 84 total on the HESI. Vocabulary, I had a 78. Reading, I had a 94. Anatomy and physiology, 84. Chemistry, I had an 88. And to me, I think that's pretty average. I did study for about 3 months. I was working so much, I couldn't really focus on studying for the HESI. So I did as much as I could, and I even studied during the downtime I had at work. When I got home, I was just so tired. So I hardly studied when I got home during the week. But on the weekend, I did study. But I felt like I could have done better. I almost retook it, but I felt like I would have even more test anxiety. I already have test anxiety, and I just didn't want to go through it again. So I just took it once, and if I didn't get in the first time, then we just probably gonna have to reply again or just do something else. So by June 18th, I heard about the decision, and here we are today. I want to discuss why I want to become a dental hygienist. I kind of touched on it in the beginning. I want to become a dental hygienist mainly because of the schedule. I like the flexibility. You can either do full-time, part-time, or just temp in different dental offices. In my opinion, what I've heard, you're more so picking up jobs whenever you want and not having a set schedule, which is kind of what I'm leaning to. But I want to do full-time when I'm fresh out of dental hygiene. Also, you don't have to work holidays, which I enjoy so much because I love Christmas, and it was kind of hard trying to get Christmas off every year when working in the hospital. Like, we would all fight over, Christmas. Well, mainly we would all fight over the holiday schedule because nobody wants to be in the hospital during the holidays. That was one of my biggest cons. And also, I hated working in the hospital during a natural disaster. I already didn't like the smell, but staying overnight working in the hospital and then taking a shower, oh my gosh, eating the food. So I'm relieved I don't have to deal with that no more. I like the independency that dental hygienists have. So, but of course, you're still working with the dentist. But you have your own cubicle. You're working with one patient. Well, you have your own cubicle, and the dentist isn't necessarily breathing down your neck, watching you clean the patient's mouth, which is what I like. I like, to work in peace. I like to work alone. Also, I enjoy the fact that you're more so one-on-one with the patients. While working in the hospital, I had to manage 10 plus patients at one time. That can be kind of overwhelming and exhausting, but there are some cons to being a dental hygienist. But what job doesn't? Don't come for me, but I feel like a job isn't meant for one person to work their whole lives, but it's more so for you to get by and to provide stability in your life. Every job is going to have a con or many cons. It's just a matter of how much are you willing to do it. Overall, I'm really excited to be accepted into the dental hygiene program. I just wanted a job that would allow me to live my life and provide comfort for me. I haven't been able to fully splurge on myself since I graduated. Since I graduated college. And during college, I worked this barista job where it was semi-flexible. I worked nights, which I didn't like, but the money was great. I was able to, pay for things, splurge, and with this dental hygiene, I can really provide myself with that comfort I really want. Although I do not think that this job will be like my forever job. My mind changes very frequently as to what I want to do. I'm passionate about dental hygiene. I've always been passionate about oral health, and I feel like there isn't enough women of color in the dentistry field. I've seen a few, but it's mainly not women of color, which I'm hoping to inspire other women of color to join the dentistry field. I've seen a lot of women of color in the nursing field. I feel like we can dominate the dentistry field also. The dentistry field is such an amazing field to be in. I just want to inspire other women. But yeah, you guys, I'm hoping to document my journey on YouTube and on my Instagram. If you guys enjoyed my rambling and hearing my exciting news, then give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and of course subscribe to my channel, and see you guys in the next video.
But I thank y'all for the support. I thank God. I thank y'all for the support. I like the comments, even the bad ones. Y'all, I appreciate y'all. I know I'm rich with no chick, but when all this stuff over, I hope somebody send me some money so I could be rich with a check. Period. And I mean that.